It's a few days to the sacrosanct May 29 inauguration, when the President-Elect Bola Tinubu will be sworn in as Nigeria's next president, and other inauguration ceremonies will be held at national and state levels. Nigerians want the new administration to focus on ways to make life better for the citizens. Speaking in separate interviews with the News Agency of Nigeria, the Catholic Church and academia urged the newly elected government to improve security, economy, and education, among others.
Advice to the incoming government, as it has always been, is that the nation is so divided more than ever, along the tribal line and along religious lines sometimes. Along political lines. All this, they do not matter when you are inaugurated as the president of Nigeria. You are not the president for any party. Bola Tinubu will be the president of Nigeria, not the president of APC, not the president of Yoruba, not the president of Muslim, but the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which encompasses more than 350 tribes, more than 3 religions, if not up to 4. So, and even atheists. So it is to come to 10 that we have a single unity, which is the country entity, single entity, which is called the nation Nigeria, and the incoming president must make all the necessary efforts under the pains of even sometimes jettisoning his party in order to be able to bring others in and make sure that every nook and corner of this country is cared for, no matter how little it is. Let there be presence of the presidents in every village of this country, Nigeria, as the case may be. So, and that is a Herculean task for the incoming president, to unite the nation and to make sure that he works for everyone. And of course, we have urgent issues to attend to. That has to do with still insecurity and the economic issues that we have. Insecurity, well, we will not say that it has not been moving, but of course we have pockets of violence here and there. But especially in the southeast, there is need to really work hard to bring those who are with the IPOB and all that, to bring them on board. If there is it impossible to have dialogue with IPOB? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let us listen to people. At the table of dialogue, a lot can be achieved. In the war front, just death and miseries and pains that can be accumulated. So, if there is need, work on security, architecture of the nation. We are thriving a little in the northeast, but more needs to be done in terms of securing those areas that are still having Boko Haram and ISWAP presence, to work on them. And then the economy, which is, of course, the bad economy, we have said severally, is the source of the insecurity we are having in the nation. So if he can actually work hard on the economy, especially in the area of foreign exchange that we all depend on, because we are not producing at a full capacity. We are not producing anything that we eat ourselves. Well, okay, I will not say it, but a good number of things, that more than 75% of the things that we use in Nigeria, we import them. That has to stop in order to reduce the stress on our foreign exchange.
Agriculture should be focused. When we focus agriculture, whether locally or at the national level, we have enough, and there will be no reason importing food. But at present, we do not produce enough, and that is why even the ones we have here cannot go round. And it gives the dubious traders, businessmen and businesswomen, bringing in food to cheat us. Let me use that word, cheat. And besides, most of these foods they import are not good for our health. So all these things, the federal government should see to them, encourage farmers and let them have the easiest way of processing so that everybody can have food. If you are well fed, you can do anything you like, you can work, you make money. But if you are not well fed, and that is why you see these young boys and girls going to crime. So I think that assignment is for the federal government to make sure they do something so that life will be more meaningful to the teeming population.
The incoming government should go back to our heritage. We are blessed, we are a country blessed with natural resources and mineral resources. So investment in agriculture is key. The agri sector must have to develop. All our agricultural products and heavy investments in that field must be. The issue of education cannot also be left behind. The lip services that were paid to the education sector has to be looked into. The primary, secondary, and tertiary education has to be funded, and then the right peg should be put in the right hole, either round or square. In other words, the technocrats should be allowed to run the affairs of educational administration in Nigeria. And then probably the issue of investing in the health sector. What happened during the COVID-19 is a lesson for all. So the health sector has to be well equipped so that our politicians and leaders can also be proud of what they have invested in